You have to say that again, Enz. You were just a bit late.
Sorry?
So you'll have to say that again, you were a bit late.
Oh, okay. Welcome to Disco's feeble excuses of blaming other people for him not doing what he's supposed to be fucking doing.
/ Monday modding.
/ Monday modding.
Hey guys, sorry about this. It's supposed to be the fast track, but it's not going to be. I've kind of run out of time and I really can't be arsed sitting down and fighting Blender. So, we've come in to see what Enzo's doing.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Okay, well, he took the blame on himself there. Actually, Blender took the blame on that one.
Yeah.
Blender,
I'm
yeah.
not
That's
in
okay.
the mood.
Blender gets blamed for a lot of things, I think.
I just can't bring myself to do it. I cannot bring myself to open up Blender tonight. You've got to be psyched up for these kind of things, and I just aren't.
That's very true, yeah. You do have to be psyched up or batshit crazy.
One or the other. Hopefully.
You, it's just batshit crazy.
Yeah. Hopefully, I am going to get some episodes done this week at some point, and have like a backlog of them. Hopefully. But until then, what are you doing, Enz?
Stuff, shit, general stuff.
Oh, the desync on this game is making this entertaining.
Is it really?
You're just going up and down, up and down. Yep, there you go. It looks like your ship's fallen over.
No, ship's fine.
It's still alright for you, is it?
Yeah, sitting there quite nicely, as it's supposed to be.
On my
Before
screen,
you came and bothered
your
me.
landing leg is no longer locked and it has fallen on its ass.
No, it's fine for me.
We have another desync.
We have another desync.
When I first jumped on to have a look at his ships, guys, there was nothing here. He was stood on top of this one. I jumped up there with him and went straight through because it wasn't there for me.
Yeah, and you scratched the paint, by the way.
What, on the Tutti Frutti?
Tutti frutti. Tutti frutti, fuck you.
Well, you see, you could defend it if it'd do what it's supposed to do.
It does do what it's supposed to do.
It doesn't.
It does in creative. It does exactly what it says on the tin.
Ah, so it will actually do it in creative, it just won't do it in survival then?
Correct.
That's weird.
So what I think I need to do is I think I need to have 4 of these verticals. I think I need 4 of these.
Well, they did boost the power of them, but isn't this supposed to escape atmosphere?
It is supposed to. It does in creative.
But it doesn't in survival. We're in creative right now, aren't we?
Yeah, we're in creative right now, but in survival, it just says bye bye.
Does it actually fly at all?
Of course, jump in it.
No, meaning survival.
Yeah, it flies. For argument's sake, where are we? If you look that direction there that I'm looking to the right, to the left of the sun.
Yep.
Yeah. Now you've still got your helmet on, dude. There we go.
But it doesn't matter. We're in some creative.
I know. I'm just saying.
You just
like,
set me up.
yes.
Right, what am I looking for?
The big mountain on the left hand side of where the sun is, which is just rising. There's a bigger mountain to the left hand side.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the fucking thing in survival. Nearly killed me going up there.
Ah.
Yes.
Oh, that's when you fell out the sky.
I fell with style.
Did you fall like my last video?
No, I saved it actually because I aimed for that lake that's behind there and I skimmed it.
Ah,
And I managed to come back here and then F and blind that the fucking thing wasn't working.
I just died.
Oh, you died in epic style. I must admit that was awesome. I laughed my arse off.
Have you seen that one yet, Craig?
What's that?
The Sunday special. Today's.
No, I haven't. I haven't.
Last,
I've been running around all day today, so.
I think it's the last 10 minutes, mate. Last 10 minutes.
Okay.
Last 10 minutes, awesome.
Ran out
Who
of
gets to die?
Yeah, ran out of hydrogen. And a hydrogen,
Okay.
in a hydrogen-only ship.
Nice.
Yeah. Turned
Were
out
you
Funny
just
as fuck.
flying around, or were you trying to go to the atmosphere?
it actually broke atmosphere. It went up into space. I did various bits up in space. It was coming back. There was a problem.
This is on server, by the way.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, right. Yeah, I figured that probably was.
It was gutting, to say the
It was
least.
funny.
Sadist.
Funny. It was just funny. It wasn't sadist, it was just funny.
Right, well, we're going to try and sync back up again, guys, while Enzo carries on his build. But this is not quite the Monday modding episode I was hoping for, and neither were you probably, but sorry about that.
Just blame Enzo. We all do.
Do not entice him. He does not need any encouragement.
Well, technically,
What are you
it is
doing,
your
Enz?
fault. I did come back to the computer with the full intention of trying to psych
Did
myself up and
you?
work Blender, and you said, well, my game's now multiplayer disco if you want to jump on and have a look.
Oh, I'm supposed to be doing Monday modding. I'll quickly pop on here in a minute. But do you know what? I really can't be asked going back into Blender. I really can't.
I
So
can't.
do not give me or blame me for it. Thank you.
Oh dear.
Oh dear, what?
I think I'm desyncing again. Oh no, it seems to have got hold of itself.
All that I can say for you, dude.
Yep, your ship's back level again. Is it unlike my crazy ass builds? Enz actually fills in the gaps and makes it look proper, well done, professional, kind of.
But you say something,
Well.
something very, very, very correct, and then you go derogatory with it, dude.
Have you seen the side profile of this thing?
What about it?
Damn.
Again, I go back to my previous comment. What about it?
There you go. See, now that is pretty. That. Damn. That's got an ass that make Kim Kardashian jealous.
Well, I did say the arse end wasn't. You know, I'm going to have to pull that
Shit.
part
Ah!
anyway.
Back up.
Yeah, that's what happens when you fall off the platform, dude.
Yeah, watch where you're going. That's a good thing about having more hydrogen in survival now. If you do shit like that, you can save yourself.
I
For
think
anyone
I'll
who's
put
not seen this before, look, this is it a Warthog? Or Thunderhog?
Thunderhog.
Oh, it's a Thunderhog. This is on the workshop. This is not mine. Or any of ours. It's just a cool mod I got.
Well, I did have the intention, if this actually works and performs as it should have done, I was going to release this,
Ooh.
but it don't work. Not yet, anyway.
Are you building these two exactly the same then?
It's just along the similar ideas. I just like the look of it. I like the idea of a dropship, personally. I just don't know why. Just like the idea of a dropship.
And we get some pretty cool ones.
That was the idea. But I won't just, build a tin can with thrusters bolted onto the side of it.
Like I do.
Yes.
I think the clever build I did was the X-Wing.
Yes, that was. But having said that, you then compare it to something that DJ did, and
It didn't work out so well when you put them head to head.
sorry,
I say it didn't work out quite so well when you put them head to head.
no,
It got annihilated.
it did just a bit, didn't it? Right, so all
The
this
revisions
house.
might, well, from the testing me and I think it was Shermy did, the revisions work nicely on it, but it'd need to have a proper head to head again.
Oh, does it now?
Ah, that's better.
Done here different. Oh, that's right. I've done differently this one.
I don't know.
Bloody loud. Need 3 to be able to put it in.
Does it need that there?
Oh, it doesn't need that there.
Ah. What about there?
Are you going to be this annoying?
No, I'll behave.
Damn, I can't push this. Oh, Christ, I've now put a hole in the fucking floor. Damn, I can't hover this over you and drop you.
Oh, apparently you can. Well played. Well played.
Hide you underneath the floor.
Well played. Okay, lesson learned. Keeping distance. Won't
Thank
interfere.
Thank you. Oh, that's what I've done. Back to answer.
Kind of reminds me of that Volvo that came out a couple of years ago.
What are we going on about now?
It was just a really cool car. And then you saw the back end.
Yeah.
Yeah, she looks good from the front. She looks good in the middle.
I already said the back end is what I'm still working on. No point doing the back end if it wasn't going to fly. Doesn't. Well, it does, but it doesn't.
So you're going for 4 of the downward thrusters now?
Yeah, basically I was going to make a gyrocopter it, basically. I could actually just do it to this one.
Well, I have seen, I think it was Last Stand Gamers, maybe, or Wasted for Space, I'm not entirely sure on the YouTubers for Space Engineers, but it was one of them who built one with just 4 large thrusters. That's all he had on it, no directional ones at all, and he just used the gyroscope to pivot it where he needed it.
Yeah.
Like a proper helicopter.
Yeah.
That was cool to watch.
So I don't know whether not to mess around with this or just start again, which is why I went to that one. Because to build the inside of it is a piece of piss. It's doing all the other bits so it actually looks decent. It's to actually do it. Yeah, I'm doing something wrong here to what I normally do. You're putting me off.
What are we weighing in at here? This is 83, isn't it, with no thin in the hold?
Correct.
Has it got the large hold on it as well?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but it makes sense to have large because, like I've done with this one here, this is exactly the same layout inside of there as what's on here.
Yeah, she's keeping it in the air, that's all, isn't it?
As always. The only thing is with that one is
Well, what you could do, instead of having the wings where they are, move them further forwards and make another set further back.
well, what I was going to do was join them.
Or have all the wings in the middle still.
But no. What I was going to do is where you've got this arm coming out here, is I wouldn't make it 3 thick. I'd make it only 1 thick across the top.
Right.
I would then have it coming out as it is, but then as it came along the back bit, it'd come to one point and then go back out again and had the fourth one, the other two behind it.
I think I get what you mean.
I think you're right. I think I will have to actually move it forward. Anyway, where this line here comes backwards, build it off of that one rather than having it slightly sloped at the top at a slightly different angle.
I reckon that'll look good. So in space it doesn't matter, but in atmosphere you've got to think about where the weight distribution is, haven't you?
Well, there is talk that they're starting to look at aerodynamics. Is why I'm going along this road, because there is someone's done a drag mod and someone's done a wing mod.
Have you had to play with that wing mod yet?
No, I haven't, but
It
apparently
looks
you
cool.
can fly backwards. Forwards.
Well, it makes sense on how he's got it set up, or how I think he's got it set up anyway.
Well, it requires scripting and change from keen developers in regards to it.
How to make it work properly.
Yeah, well, if they're going to do it, they're going to have to change some of the scripts. So if vehicle was flying forwards, no problem. If the vehicle was flying backwards, it falls.
Yeah.
That's essentially what they're going to have to do.
Or what they could do maybe is just have it affect your fuel usage. Like if you don't have an aerodynamic vehicle, it uses a lot more fuel.
Yeah, fighting the drag.
Yeah.
Have you had
That's
a look
the
at
whole
the
point.
wing mod yet, Craig?
I know he told me about it, that you could fly backwards with it. So,
Well, a lot of the guys said in the write-up, it said simple. You can fly backwards with this, no problems at all. But if that's all you want to do, then maybe you shouldn't use the mod in the first place. And I agree with him. You know.
well, no, I mean that's cool. I get it that it needs to have some scripting done. I hadn't even seen it.
And scripting on this is a lot more complicated in batshit,
Yeah.
Farm sim in comparison.
Is this actually open up to scripting yet?
The game engine is that you can mess around with the game engine, no problems at all. They've opened the game engine up.
Aha.
The scripting, I believe, is C++. That's what you said, wasn't it, Craig?
I don't know. I'm guessing.
We're
So.
guessing. Okay.
Or it's just
Farm Sims,
C sharp, or it's either C sharp or C++.
Yeah, and I can barely read English.
I can't do LUA or this, so yeah. To me, it doesn't really matter.
Fair play.
Well, I can kind of get my head around LUA now. With frequent Satis.
I'm kind of like Sam is. I can read it, I can comprehend it, I can understand it, but I cannot write it.
No, I can't even read English. You're delaying me again. You're putting me off.
I'm not putting you off, I'm just flying here. I can start putting thrusters on again if you want help out. Uh-oh. Ah! I'm guessing that was your attempt at building me a prison?
Nearly did.
I pressed the wrong button, I pressed C first.
I know. I was hoping you was going to put yourself into a corner.
You really got hooked on this game quick, didn't you, David?
He always does. Whenever a new game comes out, all of a sudden, he goes buzzing around it.
Take a while.
I remember when we first used to play this. Oh, I'm not interested in that fucking engineers shit. Now,
It was as soon as you said planets. As soon as you said planets, that was it, I was in.
oh, what the hell happened there? Oh, my game's crashed.
Oh, no message received from server.
App roaming space engineers.log.
See, now that is the shame about this game.
It
The
does.
Issues.
Well, the log has been sent to Keen again.
I'm collecting, I was on about the other day. I'm collecting a lot of alpha games at the minute.
Yeah.
Too many. You can't
Well-
sort of get away with having a quiet gaming session because you never know if it's gonna still do it. This one especially. You come on it pretty much expecting a crash.
It's only because they've done the biggest update ever. Have you actually watched Merrick's explanation of what they've done with planets?
No.
Planets has basically more than quadrupled what the work they've done in the first place. It's their biggest update ever since they first came out with it. So when you take that into account, you know,
Yeah, quite big.
if you've completely got imagine Farm Sim. Farm Sim comes along, they've got all these bits and bobs, and they then go and make it 4 times better, more complicated than what they did in the first place. But there were bugs, and they were still fixing the bugs. And I mean, you know, I still give them credit, and I always have done since they first came out with this. The way they attack and the way they fix it constantly was second to none. The only other people that have got anywhere near close to them, well, 2 people now, is the devs behind Ark and Imperion. I'm quite impressed with the way that they're going at it.
Imperium's very impressive so far.
Yeah,
Ooh, there's an atmospheric drag mod.
I did say that.
I got a feeling Imperium's going to be moddable too.
Yeah, it's not at the moment.
No, it isn't. Well, they're still making it, so... Well,
Okay.
I guess...
KSP, when they came out with that, Kerbal Space, that was originally they really went after that as well, and that's now been fully released. And look at how good. I know it's a neat bit of a niche, but it's still very. I still like it.
I never played that.
Well, NASA are using it as a tool to encourage people, young kids, to get involved in it.
Really?
Yeah, they actually support it. They've given them all of their data
That
about
accurate,
how
huh?
things move out in space.
Cool.
You still recording this?
Yeah, still going.
Okay.
If
I
it's
thought,
crap,
I thought your
hit
game
record.
crashed on you, so...
Oh, the game did. I'm browsing works now, trying to find those wings. What the hell is that? Wow.
What's that?
It's called the Gravity Ore Collector Mark 1.
Gravity Ore Collector?
Yep, it's just a ship made out of collectors. I'm presuming it's got some grav generators in there. It
Yeah.
just sucks stuff up.
Yeah, it sort of works. Sure. I built similar things. The ore can damage your collectors too with gravity.
Oh, that's handy.
Yeah. Yeah, be careful.
I'm trying to find the wings, I can't find them now. I thought I'd sub to it, but apparently not.
Have you guys suffered the same problem with the peer-to-peer that you did on the server as far as falling through the planet?
We haven't tried that.
Haven't messed around with the rock shit?
Nope.
I'm curious if it'll do it or if it's a server problem.
Well, you did it in MP single anyway, didn't you, Enz?
What's that?
Went through the planet.
Not in single player.
I'm sure you said you did. Or someone did.
No, it's MP. The only
Yes.
reason I've come into single player is to build this ship before I take it into MP, because I'm not dying hundreds of times with all that resources, because then I will be down a bloody hole for the rest of my life.
Build yourself a blueprint and take it in there.
Exactly what I'm doing here at the moment.
147,000 mods. There we go. Just had to use the right one. That's the wing mod, guys.
But I'll tell you what, Disco. If you jump back on, because I have uploaded it or restarted it again.
Ah.
I've lost all my progress because I didn't fucking save it.
Oh, you not got autosave on?
No, I got sick and tired of seeing the save. Save. But there's all of this silicon down here.
So basically, you want to
Where's
see if I fancy a trip to the core.
Yeah, see if we can fall through.
No respawn point is available. There we go. Ah, it's done me again. Been kicked
How
from a
have I done?
faction.
I've not. It didn't save. Did you not hear me say
No, I
that?
said the game's done me. Not you,
Good.
for once.
Good.
A quick suicide, and we'll be back. Voila. So what we're going looking for?
I'm going after this silicon that's down here. It's 9-10 meters down.
Where the marker is.
Yeah. Going down now. I found silicon.
Ah.
Not collecting it, I'm just digging holes.
That's not the right one. Great. Shouldn't we be just using left click, making a load of stuff on the floor? Or do you want to keep the mine?
No, I don't want to keep it.
And let's make a mess.
Yeah.
It's not killed me yet. Still going strong. I'm not crouching down either.
I am. I suppose actually, the best way of doing it is by running over these rocks.
You are aware you've still got your jetpack on.
What are you talking about? I'm banging my head against the wall as much as I can do.
I'm thinking it's just a daddy problem because we'd have already been through now.
We would have seriously have been through by now.
If nothing else, I would have had a very good view of what's at the other side of it.
Yeah. But I mean, in the update logs, it does say they fixed it. Fix falling through planets. First thing that says in the dev notes.
It might be something to do with the way the MP syncs. I know the netcode, suppose we're getting a rewrite, isn't it?
Yeah,
So
they've seriously got to redo that.
It might be more of a desync issue than anything else. And then as
It's
it sort of catches back up, it throws you somewhere else.
So it says they fixed that problem?
Yes.
But it seems to be working alright in the MP. This is
It
fine.
works absolutely fine peer to peer, no problems at all.
It's just the daddy then that they're struggling with. But as farm sim players, we're fully familiar with dedicated server issues.
Yeah. And, you know, spending loads of money and not getting the service that you would like.
That's a finished game. Supposedly.
Yeah, but how many people are actually going to do peer-to-peer playing? They're going to want to be on servers.
Oh, that's the whole point.
Yeah, the server's always up, isn't it? You don't have to wait for that one person to come back every time.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the whole point of servers.
Or you got to save games on drop boxes or online storages, you've got to swap around. Definitely seems to be a lot better, because the rocks are not doing that batshit, you know, wibbly wobbly sting. They are
Yeah, that's
absolutely...
what you said to me, and I went
Wait
right
till
through the
you
wall.
watch this video ends.
Why?
They're dancing all over the place for me.
So it is definitely a client issue, because I'm the host.
Whoa.
And obviously when you look at it,
Did the rocks just explode everywhere for you?
no, I'm walking over them.
Yeah, there's a sinking issue. It's the netcode thing though, isn't it?
Yeah.
You've just gone through the wall. Are you back?
I've
Yeah,
just taken
it's a
out the wall.
It's a sinking thing.
It is.
So it's just kind of
I'm
like a
absolutely
desync.
sound. Well, can
Yeah.
you walk over them rocks?
I have been able to. It's just
Dick, when you're walking over them, they're moving absolutely perfectly.
yeah, they're bouncing
As if you've moved
juddering
over them.
and checking all over the place for me. Exactly the same as they do on the Deadly server. But at least I haven't gone through the world, which is a start. Maybe if I crouch, maybe that'll send me to the depths. No, it's not even putting me sort of halfway through. You know, sometimes your head goes through and you can have a good look around.
Yeah.
That's when he gets scared.
Yeah. Walk back slowly.
Well, I'll tell you what, you've made a real hole there, mate. You're right in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to. Wow.
Yeah. So MP's alright, Daddy's. Well, MP's not alright. You can see where the rocks. Well, I can see the rocks dancing around. But the
See, for me,
Daddies
they're
still
not.
have an
That
issue.
is. That well, yeah, because essentially each one of them rocks has now been given a life. So as you're walking over them, the game's got to calculate everything about them. So.
Yeah.
I mean, that one's moving because it's moving down perfectly. That's, that's absolutely I don't want to say steady as a rock because that's exactly what it is.
Pun intended.
Punt wasn't intended. It's perfect. It's exactly as it's supposed to be. So it's definitely a client issue.
Mm.
I'm moving them. They're moving down as they're supposed to.
Is that like? Well, the ground you're actually stood on at the minute is wobbling like a wave.
Yeah, it's definitely
fluctuating all over the place.
Definitely a client issue.
Yeah, that's weird on the eyes. Anyway, guys, I'm going to call this video here as it's not what it's supposed to be. and
it's not my fault. It's just
Yes, it
him being
is.
a lazy bastard.
Yes, it is. It's always your
No,
fault.
it's not my fault. I didn't turn around and say to you, look
Oh,
this
you
guy.
fell asleep last night at the computer, didn't you?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You did.
Was he snoring?
Were you there, Craig?
No, we were.
Do you remember that comment that you said before we started recording?
Who's going to be the new Knut?
Yeah.
No one was supposed to know it was Canute that was asleep. It was guess who it was. You just told everyone who it was.
And we've also just announced that it was you snoring last night.
Don't know what you're talking about.
I believe that episode goes live tomorrow.
Does it really?
Well, it goes live at some point this week. Yeah, it's Tuesdays, Thursdays and Saturdays. One of those episodes that's you snoring.
One of those episodes. You don't even know what you bloody recorded.
Yeah, fabs him. We finished. Sosnovka is done. We got all 3 episodes out of the way.
So Sosnovka is gone.
Mm-hmm.
Yay!
We are free.
Got sick of that now.
It was fun playing with the forager. That was good. Castle did really well with that. So yeah, that forager, we're keeping that, or at least how we did it, and put it onto other ones.
Even does this rock look okay to you, or does it look weird?
Which one?
The actual ore. You know how we were saying on Daddy's it was not looking right.
It looks like silicon, but it is dancing around. It's not still.
No, I'm on about in the wall here. Does it look like proper silicon? Proper textured.
Yeah, it's all got the normal file on it and that. Lights bouncing
Right,
off
so
it.
it's definitely a setting that we have on the server that's making it look shit. Well, I'll tell you what, let's find... Where's the next one?
Anyway guys, that's it. We're going to call this video here. I will see you all next week for Monday Modding, tomorrow for Farm Sim, and Ark will be back on Wednesday. So if you were hoping for the fast track, I do apologise. I'm just not in the mood. But it will be... Well, we will be cracking on with that as from next week. So we'll see you then. Thanks for watching. Laters.